Hello, this is BrainCan channel, the channel about brain research. When we recorded the episode about memory with Leo Kozachkov, two questions from the audience remained unanswered. And we were happy, to be honest, to receive so many questions from you guys. So thank you very much. So Leo kindly agreed to answer these two questions. He sent me his email, and here I am to read what he thinks. The question number one is it possible to train the brain for better memorization? How to improve memory? And Leo answers. The good news is that the answer is yes. It is possible to train the brain for better memorization. A famous and ancient way to improve memory is something called the method of loci, sometimes called the memory palace technique. The idea is to associate memory items with locations in physical space, for example, rooms inside a house. This is the technique used by people who compete in memory competitions, so it must really work. And the question number two: how does Mandela effect false memories occur? Is it a biological or cultural process? Great question. There is no simple answer. When the brain stores memories, it compresses them like zipping a file on your computer. But the algorithm the brain uses for zipping relies on the brain assuming that certain structures hold between bits of information in the memory. When unzipping, the brain can fill in false details. For example, everyone knows that the Monopoly man wears a monocle, except he doesn't. But our brains associate monocles with rich businessmen and put in the false memory when unzipping. Ultimately, there is no real difference between biological and cultural processes. Memory recall happens in the brain biologically, but cultural factors can certainly influence whether or not a person is likely to fill in a false memory. For example, if there is a lot of social pressure to do so. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sending your questions. And I would like to remind you that BrainCan channel is the ambassador of Muse, the Canadian company that produces devices to train the brain, the cognition, and memory. And you can use the discount of 20% by following the link that I leave in the description for this video. Stay tuned.